Hey everybody, what's up? We are back in some Dragonheir, and we got a lot to talk about. But first, we got to give a shout out to Dragonheir for sponsoring this video. I appreciate them. They've been a blast to work with up to this point. If you want to check out the game, there will be a link down below, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen right now, and support your boy. We appreciate them. Again, they've been great to work with so far. Now, since the last episode, a lot has changed because I realized we were progressing really slowly trying to do the whole story episode by episode. So I have played quite a bit since the last episode. So let's take a look at our roster. We've got a kind of our core squad almost up to 50 here. I have not done much summoning. I got a champ through some rewards and some other various places, but I have not done a lot of summoning. I think I got one of these. I think I got this epic from the Horn. Actually, I think I got her from the Horn, and then she was a reward from something. So, and then of course we already had him, and then there's our character, right? So our roster beyond that hasn't changed too much. We're still rocking her as our healer, and she's been great. But I've started to outgrow some of these other rares that we were using and get epics incorporated into the team. As far as the story goes, we just beat the second dragon. We just beat the green dragon. Now we're trying to do the ooze monster, which is we're having trouble. But like I said, we've progressed a lot. We've been playing quite a bit. So what we're going to do today is some summons, because I have not done any summons yet. So we're gonna summon everything that we got. Now, first, let's get rid of these dots here. So yeah, we've got a few options. I think there's a banner going on right now. They're doing a Dungeons and Dragons event as well. Now I made an alliance, but the problem is I have to get the alliance to level 2 before I can server invite. But I can't. I guess I just have to open it up to the public and let randoms in to get it to level 2. But I really hate to do that. I really hate to open it up, have people join, and then potentially bump them when I get to level 2. You know what I mean? So I don't really know what to do, and I can't do the missions by myself. I'm not strong enough and haven't even unlocked some of the content yet. So I'm working on sorting that out, and I'll keep you guys posted. But I want to get you guys. There's a lot of you that want to be in the alliance. I'm working on it. I'm trying to chat with them and see if there's any solution they have for me, if I'm just going to have to open it up to randoms for the first bit. All right, so let's jump. I think it's in here, right? Yeah, now we've got this one. That's the event tab. We've got the Celestial Summons 3, and then we've got our regular summons. So I think we've only got 3 of these. We don't have a ton. So we'll probably do these here for the sake of the banner. And then we're going to pop these. I reckon we'll pop these first to see how it goes. But this is like our first real summon session. We've popped a couple of individual summons here and there, but this is our first straight up summon session. So I'm pretty excited to get it done because we need... I feel like I need more than I've got. So hopefully we get a couple of pretty good epics. I'm hoping we get a couple of pretty decent epics. I won't know straight off the bat because I'm still learning the roster and stuff. But, I mean, there's an epic straight out of the gate, baby. Again, don't know anything about him. We'll have to take a look at them all when when the summon session is over and see what we think has changed for us. But I'm glad to get an epic right out of the gate. I'm getting the vibe, and it's early to tell, but I'm getting the vibe that rares are going to be pretty usable because the rares that I've been using have been pretty good. They've kind of held their own. You know what I mean? I am trying to outgrow them because that tends to be the way it goes. But they've definitely been usable. So I'm wondering if there are any, if there are a handful of popular rares that stand out that people really like to use. I've been using, I think his name's Tio, maybe? It's hard to remember their names. But there's 2 damage dealing rares that I've been using that have been pretty handy. Man, I guess we got real lucky with that first epic, didn't we? Surely that's not the only epic we're going to get. And I don't think we can get legendaries from these. There we go. All right, we'll take a look at that one as well. Yeah, epic is as good as it's going to get from these, I believe. I guess we're pulling dupes, and they seem to be getting converted into other resources. What do we got? What do we got? Third epic. All right, good. All right, a dupe. So I wonder if he just straight up. No. Maybe they are getting converted. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what it means. That's the first. That's my first dupe epic, which seems kind of wild. I think there's a lot of epics in the game, so for me to already be pulling dupes is crazy. But okay. So we'll knock out these last two here. What's going on here? Oh, that's just a solo. And I was like, man, did we pull a legendary? But no, it's just regular animation. Skip that. Okay. And then yeah, we'll do. So these can be what? I don't remember. What was this now? Rare. We still have a 57% chance of pulling a rare. We could do all three of these and get rares, man. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, dude. Can't even do a 10 pop. Or a 5 pop, rather. Don't be 3 rares, man. Oh, that's gonna hurt so bad. Don't be 3 rares. Is that always the case? 80% rare? That's painful. 80% rare. All right, well, I guess this is our best bet. Although it doesn't seem to count these on this banner if I pop here. Ugh. That's tough. I don't know what to do then. I don't know what the best call is there then. You'll be guaranteed an epic hero on your 7th attempt after continuously failing. What's the case here? You will be guaranteed an epic or higher rarity hero at the 7th summon after consecutive failures. You will be guaranteed a legendary hero at the 35th summon after consecutive failures. Well, what's 2 of 80 here then? Maybe we should just do these. This is a wish list, but I don't know enough about any of these champs to know who I would even want to put on the wish list. You know what I mean? Kind of would rather just roll the dice and take who I get. I feel like we've got such a better... there's only one legendary we can get from this. You'll be guaranteed Sage's chess piece times 30 or a legendary hero on your 5th attempt. Include the collaboration hero only. And you also have the opportunity to summon the hero's token. Once you collect a certain number of pieces, you can use them to directly summon the collaboration hero. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's the best thing to do here. I guess for the sake of festivity, we'll do it here. But then I'm also like, but maybe I should just be trying to push this number up. I've only got 5 days. I'm not going to get that many more summons in 5 days. So that 2 out of 80 doesn't matter. So let's do it here then. Let's do it here. For the sake of festivity, let's do it here. I think that makes the most sense. Just don't be 3 rares. Don't give me 3 rares, dude. All right, I'll take an epic. I'm fine with an epic. Sage's chess piece, 18. How many do we need? I would assume 100, but I don't know. All right, we had her. Okay. So there's our summon. There's our first summon session. Let's go take a look at our new champs and see what we got going on. So we got Deverick, who is a support. What kind of support, you ask? Increases all allies' accuracy. When the hero hits an enemy with a skill, has a 30% chance of dispelling 1 buff. Launches 3 attacks, dealing necrotic damage with a chance of inflicting accuracy penalty. Selects up to 3 enemies to launch 3 attacks, dealing necrotic damage with attack down. So attack down, accuracy down, and buff strip. That seems pretty handy. Seems pretty handy. What do we got here? A defense lead. Hero gains 1 stack of persistence. Each stack increases defense by 10% up to 3 stacks. 75% chance of taunting enemies for 5 seconds. Gains defense up 2 for 5 seconds. So we got another taunter here. Rams into an enemy, dealing radiant damage and reducing their ultimate energy by 20% with a 100% chance of inflicting attack penalty. So some ult bar manipulation. Okay. And then we did get a dupe of him, but I guess it just got converted to resources. I guess dupes don't actually affect the champ in any way. So here we've got an HP lead. When he takes damage, he's got a chance of getting a shield. I think I always want that on. Deals fire damage to the enemy with a chance of inflicting attack down, and then stops attacking and unleashes a battle cry forward with a 100% chance of taunting enemies within range for 5 seconds and dealing damage. Gains damage reduction and hit recovery. Restores HP when being attacked. He seems like the better taunter to me than this guy here. He also taunts for 5 seconds, but he taunts and does other stuff while he's taunting. He seems like the one I should probably stick with for now. He seems like a good addition to a team. However, I don't have... Every time an enemy hero dies, grants recovery over time to all allies. Charges toward the enemy with the lowest HP. Jumps towards an enemy, stealing 30% of their ultimate energy. Yeah, she's dope. She seems really good. She's been helpful. The problem is I don't have enough. I don't think that this is enough healing. So I can't. I haven't outgrown her yet. I can't get away. I can't get away from her yet. And then again, all these rares, I just don't know enough. But I think I'm going to have to continue to rock her because I need the heals. So not much. I don't know. Not much feels like it changed immediately for us. I do think the Minotaur dude seems good. And I don't think this guy seems bad. But I've got a taunter that's already doing way more than it feels like this guy's doing. So I'm not going to do anything with him for now. I do like this guy. Accuracy down, attack down, buff strip. So like maybe... And then gains rally. Some skills are enhanced when released with rally. Yeah. Here is rally. It consumes rally and is guaranteed to deal a critical hit and ignores defense. All right, so I think I have her built wrong. I think I have her in... No, I think I put her in damage stuff where I could. Do I have an attack test for her? I think I want you to have this one. Yeah. Okay. Tio, that was his name. Can't believe I remembered that. Yeah, these two I've been using, or I was using for a while, and they were doing pretty good. They were doing pretty good work. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, I don't guess anything immediately changes for us. I don't think I'm going to build... I don't think I'm going to, like, expedite building either of these two. What do the reviews say? 4.2, 4.2, 4.1. Let's do this. So I can see. Goblin Lair. Why does he have 4.2 in Goblin Lair? He's not doing any AoE. Isn't it? Don't you just need a bunch of AoE in there? Yeah, that's kind of what I felt might be the case with him. It just seems like he's just a much better version of that. 6,380 reviews. Are these guys like newish? Were the champs I pulled from that banner only from that banner? Were they not in the rest of the game? Why are there so few reviews on these guys and there's 6,000 on him? That's wild. Okay. As far as what we've been doing, we've been progressing through the story. And then I'm still working on like navigating the game by memory. We have been trying to do Goblin Lair. I think we cleared level 4, but we have a better run on level 3. So we still farm level 3 when we do. And then Grave of Venom, I think, is probably where we'll do a lot of our gear farming. So those are the two like repetitive things we've been doing to try to like bring our account up. Seems like pretty good investments right now. And now we're at the ooze monster, and I've collected all of the things to make him weaker. But we still aren't quite getting through it. I might have to manual the battle. Most battles I've been able to auto. Occasionally I'll have to jump in and manual a battle. So that might be what we have to do. We might also have to go farm up a little bit more gear. What was giving me the problem here? I think it's the poisons. So if we could deals poison damage, inflicting 2 stacks of poison. I wonder if the Minotaur with his accuracy down would help there. Would prevent us from taking poison stacks. I have to like get caught up on how all the stats and stuff work. Increases the hero's success rate when inflicting debuffs. Control or dispelling buffs on enemies. Has a better success rate when the hero's accuracy is higher than the enemy's resistance. Reduces the enemy's success rate when inflicting debuffs. Has a better success rate when the resistance is 80 points higher than the enemy's accuracy. So if the Minotaur does accuracy down, was it accuracy down 2? Yeah, how much of a penalty is that? Reduces accuracy by 50%. I wonder if that would be enough. I don't know what the boss's accuracy is versus all of our resistance. I think that most of my champs don't have much, probably. So even if it took him down to 0, we still don't have enough resistance to not get poisoned. So I think we just have to be able to out heal. I was kind of hoping to get a good healer. Not that she's not a good healer, but she can't quite heal us through the poison. I'll do a fight real quick just to let you see kind of how close we are. What if I spread these guys out? No, I kind of want them to group together though, so we can. So they can get healed. So yeah, those 4 gems that we have, start them here. Let's just get out there. And we still can't do it. I can't imagine trying to do it without getting those gems. I did try it once because I got 1 gem and then I went to fight him because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. And it obviously didn't go well. This is when it starts to get tough though. The poisons just start to stack up and our health just is getting taken out quicker than she can heal it. I did manual it once or a couple times as well to try to time it so that like when they have the slow ult charge thing on us, we can push through it, but not quite. So I think we just got to get a little bit stronger. Although I am at level 50, all of my champs except my healer are at level 50, and I don't think getting her to level 50 is going to change much for us here. So I think we might have to pivot to perhaps some better gear farming or something. I could also look into the resources needed to push our champs beyond. Flame dungeon. What stage? What stage do we need to do here? Let's just take a peek. We need the blue one right now. So how far can we go? Surely we can get a little bit further here now. Let's see. Let's see about bumping up here. We might have to bounce around and farm some of these and push. Like, I know I want to take my champ beyond 50. I know I want to take my dwarf taunt tank beyond 50. So maybe. Maybe that's what we'll do. Just get some more levels. Farm a little bit more goblin. Work on getting our levels up a bit. Even if it's only on a handful of champs, you know what I mean? Even if it's only on my tank and my main character. We can output more damage. This run's looking pretty safe, so we might even be able to bump up a couple more stages here. Maybe cut down our farming time. So maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do this for my character and get my character through that level 50 threshold. Then we'll do it for the dwarf. Then maybe farm some more goblin, get my healer 250, and see what kind of difference it makes. Maybe my damage on my main character will scale up high enough that we can kind of bully our way through that. You know what I mean? Wow. That was big. So I guess we need to prevent that from happening. Man, could we not even beat level 2 here? It was looking so good. It was looking like such a successful run until it wasn't. So they're dead. Everybody's dead now. No, they took that pretty well. What do I do? I mean, I guess partially the obvious answer is keep. Deals fire damage to all enemies, triggering and consuming all burn. Maybe I need to manual this and make sure I have my healer's ult. Maybe what was doing the big damage there was the burns getting consumed. So maybe I need to try to cleanse the burns before that happens, and then maybe she can heal us back up and get an ult ready. Anyway, we'll play around with it, but this video is long enough. We're going to get out of here. Again, shout out to Dragonheir for sponsoring this one. If you want to check it out, there's a link below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. We'll be back soon with hopefully some good updates. So I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure and check this one out. And I'm working on the alliance thing. It's going to get sorted soon, one way or the other, I promise. I'll see you guys later.